I like how with this, you can see her caught and put in a lab or something or in a chamber. And I like that they're trying to bring science, a science element to this. Damn, she flexible as hell. Yeah, this mummy movie don't work out, she can always hit that pole. Shit, she look a little ashy, but she can work the lunchtime shift if she wants to. They got big plans for this mummy right here. You know, they starting to.
This is its shot.
They tried it a couple of times and it didn't work. Trying to kick off that, that universe. Well, they said, you know what, this reboot is gonna do it because we got a big star in this one, Mr. Tom Cruise himself, fighting the mummies. I don't think he's the right man for the job, to be honest, if you ask me. Why, Corey? Why? Tom Cruise can do anything. Well, let's take a look at this trailer and I will explain further after this.
You can't escape. She's got plans for you.
Yeah, like beating your ass. Got plans. What kind of plans?
Just one plan.
Here's the thing with this, man. First of all, I don't know about Tom Cruise for this because if you look at the trailer, they even say, you fucked up on this.
Right.
Like they told him not to do something. He did exactly what they told him not to do.
It's a prison. Nick!
Just release the demon. Go right there on the spot. Bunch of weird shit and you just gonna shoot a rope and let it go. The other thing with this trailer though is that it's a whole lot of action going on. For this mummy thing, and I'm not really complaining yet. I'm just saying it's when you got a bunch of CG and action scenes going on like that, it just all these things are starting to blend together, including one of your boys' old properties, Mission Impossible. If you put the Mission Impossible theme to this, would it really make any difference?
Doubt it.
If you saw this and it came on and you didn't know a mummy was in here,
anytime somebody's on ropes and you play Mission Impossible. Yeah.
Are you in the air on a plane?
Oh, damn,
dude. I didn't even do any cuts in that.
I know. Yeah, I noticed you didn't do any cuts.
I didn't do no
I saw
cuts.
how some of it just synced up on its own.
It just, if you saw that, you'd be like, okay, Ethan Hunt's fighting mummies now.
Right.
Who cares? Shit, the Fast and Furious is in the CIA, so what difference does it make?
But at this point, why not?
Why not? The only difference is that Ethan Hunt might be a bigger bitch. He's screaming his ass off through this whole trailer. But would you notice any different? Point is that I put the music in there. It could be Mission Impossible. Shit, if Vin Diesel showed up, you'd be like, yeah, why shouldn't Fast and Furious be fighting mummies now? Would anybody question any of this?
No, you're right.
At this point.
And the thing is, watching the trailer, I was actually pleasantly surprised by how well the horror elements work.
I was too.
I mean, the scene with him being covered by rats, that's genuinely chilling. And there's other stuff where the mummy, where she's coming up behind the two of them in the water. And there was a couple other things I saw where I was like, man, as a horror movie, this stuff is actually very effective. But then you throw in the action stuff, and especially a scene of her taking over the city, and it's like, man, that's just too much.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
too much.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. It's like, I agree with you. Is that this is there are some scenes of horror in there. Like you said, that scene with rats. And I mean, he's being real cool for being read by rats right now.
But that's such a nightmare. The idea that, okay, if I just lay here still and let 2,000 rats run over me, maybe it'll be okay.
Well, if they CG rats, you ain't feeling nothing.
Well, you have to suspend disbelief.
Yeah. But that's, what, there are some things that are going on in here that show potential. And then there's some things that I see where I'm like, you know what? Maybe you resemble something else out there, or the trailer is cut in a way where it's mimicking something else. Did you notice that this was similar to another trailer that was out there at the moment? I want you to pay attention to what they did with this.
Age of Apocalypse?
Oh, that's very obvious. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. No, there's one, and you might not see it because you weren't even that crazy about the movie, and maybe I'm nitpicking here, but look how they open up the trailer with certain music.
Whatever's in there, It's been safely hidden for 2,000 years.
You know, this
Is it called Skull Island that you're thinking about?
Check it out.
In this dirty old part of the city where the sun refused to shine.
You know, I'm thinking like, okay, yeah, maybe I'm a little off, but it's like they got the Fade to Black, the '60s Rolling Stones version,
right.
You know, and they open up with a helicopter. You know, it's like I'm thinking like, is the Mummy from Vietnam in this? I mean, are they? It's they. Well, you know, the thing is that all right, because they did it in Suicide Squad first.
Well, I was talking about this with some friends today about how, or no, maybe it was on Will's show. We were talking about it, but ever since Guardians of the Galaxy really pumped their soundtrack, all these movies, all these action movies are going like, hey, let's get the soundtrack in there, especially these popular hits from the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, and I just feel like, you know, they saw how it worked for Suicide Squad, then it worked well for Skull Island.
Yeah.
And, well, why not try it here?
Sure.
You know, it worked for them. That'll bring the people in. My biggest thing is that, you know, when you have something like Suicide Squad, which I didn't like, but the trailer was great, and in Skull Island, those movies, and I'm not saying it couldn't work here because this is a darker film. Those movies play it up for fun. They show how fun the movies are going to be.
Yeah.
This is really something where, you know, it's meant to stress the dark tone and the horror, and it stands out that they, instead of playing to the elements they have in the movie, it's actually mimicking some other marketing campaign. I'm not saying that the movie's gonna be bad. It was noticeable to me.
It's a horror action movie with no comedy, so I feel like maybe they're limited in what they think they can do as far as putting this together. You know, another element of this that I think I see that I like is that they seem to be like in, I guess, Egypt now. Like maybe he's a mercenary or a soldier, and there's all that kind of unrest. So it's sort of playing off that and then pulling it back to the ancient Egypt world.
Yeah, well, you know, I find some things intriguing in here too. Like one of the things that, because I'm gonna tell you, I don't know what they plan on doing with this whole universe that they want to build, and I'll talk about that in a little while. And while I thought that, okay, and the universe they're trying to build, I'll just go ahead and say it, is the Universal Monster.
Sure.
And I thought,
The
all
Mummy,
right,
Dracula, Frankenstein.
yeah, all those guys, you know,
Werewolf.
they're not hiding it. They've been talking about for years, and they tried to reboot it with Dracula Untold, and it was the Wolfman, a while back, and neither one of those took off. So now they're trying to do it with star power like Tom Cruise and trying it with a different creature, the Mummy, something that's already had its running in theater. And so they're trying to redo this. And I thought, all right, you know what? The way to do it now is just have some fun with it, because both those movies tried to be dark, and people like, nah, man, you know, this shit is goofy.
People went, Luke Evans? Nah.
Yeah, no, hell no. But and I still think maybe that's something of a lighter tone that they should have taken. But there are some things that intrigue me with the direction that they're taking. Like with the Mummy, I thought they were going to be like just completely supernatural with it. I like how with this, you can see her caught and put in a lab or something, or in a chamber. And I like that they're trying to bring science, a science element to this. Damn, she flexible as hell. Yeah, if this Mummy movie don't work out, she can always hit that pole. You know? Shit, she look a little ashy, but she can work the lunchtime shift if she wants to. Man, got that Circus de Olay or whatever that shit is called going.
De Olay.
De Olay. Shit, she need oil of Olay going on. You know, I like that they're taking that approach to it. That's kind of cool. And you know, and another thing, I will defend the movie to a certain point where people are talking about, oh, now you love the Mummy from the 90s. Everybody talking about, well, man, ain't that Mummy that I know. You know, it's like the 1999 Mummy.
Yeah, everybody. I never cared for those movies.
And a lot of people are like, man, what happened to the fun? Where Brendan Fraser at? Man, y'all don't give a fuck about Brendan Fraser until now.
Yeah, those movies were... They were lame sea-level Indiana Jones ripoffs.
Yeah, and they were successful, and I do like the tone that they took. Like, how many did they have? Like 3?
Are you counting the Scorpion King?
Hell no, I ain't counting the Scorpion King. Shit, even The Rock don't count the Scorpion King. Yeah, he's trying to kill the people who made that movie, man. No. That's I like these movies for what they tried to do, but would I like to have a more adventurous tone brought back? Yeah, sure, but you know what? That's that old shit. Yeah. You know, I will say, the trailer's out. They're trying something new. Let them try.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, we're trying a new tact with it. Yeah, we're going horror, maybe more horror than the Mummy's ever had. But Action 2. We got to do something to shake this up. Maybe they're rolling the dice. They're trying.
Exactly. And like I said, you know what? We had our fun. We had our laughs. I don't care what you said last Mummy. There was nothing scary about it at all.
Not at all.
No, hell no. Shit. That was pretty much a comedy. If you want to get like the Mummy that they had in there. All he did was turn to some goddamn CG sand. Ain't nothing scary about that. But with this, like Martin said, it looks like they could have some genuine horror movie scares in here, like those water zombies.
Yeah.
Or those water mummies that were coming after him. The way he looking terrified. I was like, shit.
Exactly.
You should have saw me trying to swim when I saw that. I was like, fuck out of here.
Whole directive to save the girl just went right out the window.
Yeah. She's gone. Even Tom Cruise said, man, he's like, shit, that bitch is gone. I'm out. Shit, them zombies took our ass in to get me. I'm scared of things in water too, because you can't swim.
It's hard to get away from.
Yeah. Hell, and these look like the goddamn skeleton Michael Phelps in this. All of them got gold medals on. Hey, that scared me right there. And because it's underwater, they're also able to cover up a lot of the CG effects that you might be able to pick out and say, it looks fake. But here, I think it's put to good effect. And you know what? The biggest thing that has me invested in this is not a CG effect. It's not a horror effect. It is Tom Cruise himself.
Yeah. Tom
Cruise been in, and I might have said this in our last discussion of this movie. Tom Cruise been in all these movies. Tom Cruise almost has a clause where he's like, I gotta be the baddest, most shit-talkingest motherfucker in a movie. He's always the coolest guy in every movie that he's in. Now he's doing his own stunts, hanging out on the side of planes and shit.
Right.
One of the things I can say about this trailer is that the reason why it has me scared, because Tom Cruise is scared.
That's true. You never see him scared.
You never see him scared. If Tom Cruise is scared, some shit about to go down. Because Tom Cruise doesn't do one heroic fucking thing in here. He spends most of this trailer screaming. You know, he's looking confused, helpless. You know, look at that terrified look on his face. I'm like, if Tom Cruise is looking like that, I don't even need to see the creature. Once I see him turn around, I'm running.
Well, you think about it, the last movie we saw him scared in was Edge of Tomorrow. Which
that
ended
is
up
true.
being a movie that we all liked. And part of it was because he was so vulnerable in it.
And it was one of those movies where they just killed him over and over again. They did him wrong.
They did.
They fried his ass, ran him over, cut him in half.
But they drafted him against his will, kind of like on a technicality. And killed him over and over.
And killed him. I ain't never seen Tom Cruise dogged out like a bitch in a movie like he was in that. And I was worried for him because Tom Cruise wasn't like, can't nothing hurt me. Them teeth showing and shit.
There's going to be 2 hits. Me hitting you and you hitting the floor.
Yeah. In his old trailer. If he ain't looking scared, then shit, he looking confused. He even did that when he got up. When he got out that body bag. Did you see he did that? He did. Look like Chester Cheetah and shit. You know? That cartoon. You know, if he's worried, if he's confused, if he's scared, I'm scared.
Yeah.
You heard Tom Cruise. Some shit is going down.
I know. Who's going to protect us?
Mom ain't no joke. Tom Cruise, get that bitch off me. Be funny if it was called that Tom Cruise and get that bitch off me. You know he gonna run somewhere in this. So.
He's got to run.
Yeah. We talked about Russell Crowe last time. Don't know enough about him in the movie to say anything except that he looks really fucking bored in this.
And he's just there to eat a sandwich.
Throw a phone book at somebody. Yeah, I was looking at him in this trailer and it's like, wow, I remember when this would have been Russell Crowe's movie.
True.
Yeah. And I was like, damn, is this what we got him now? Like a fucking high school principal? Wow, man, times have changed. Oh, but yeah, man. He was in a band that came to Austin. It was called like 9 Inches of Grunt or something.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Oh, I do. I mean, he's into his band, I guess, as much as Kevin Bacon is into his band.
Funny
because
our friend told him, I have a friend named Miguel. He used to hang out with Russel Crowe, and he's like, yeah, man, your band fucking sucks.
Oh, he told him that?
Yeah, he told him that.
I wouldn't tell him
that. Yeah,
that.
I wouldn't tell him that either, especially back in the day when they had phone books around. You remember he used to beat up people with phones and phone books?
Well, I knew he threw a phone at somebody. He got sued over that.
Okay, I thought that was a regular thing he did. That's what I want. So I don't want that academic Russell Crowe. I want that motherfucker to pick up a cell phone and beat your brains out with it. Here's your mobile plan, mate. The fuck, man? Talk about my fucking band. But you know, I will tell you this: the movie has a great tone in it. The movie looks really good until they start really hitting up the end of the trailer with it's man. It is way before it was a lot of CG, and they just threw about 5 extra buckets loads of more of CG in there.
Until she has remade our world.
With CG, you know, this is.
Yeah, my thing is like, well, she's got the power to remake the world. Why is she just fucking around with Tom Cruise?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, why don't you just bypass everybody?
Yeah.
See, that's where she's gonna fuck up, you know? Pride fucking with him. The other thing is, like, as the trailer goes on, it has a really great dark tone to it, and I like the approach that they're taking it as a horror movie. Something that some people, even some people who like The Mummy, even they said that, man, I was kind of expecting a scarier Mummy, but all right, whatever. But this just looks like a more of the action special effects side taking over. And I'm sorry, I said it before, and I'm especially going to say it here, that it just looks like a bigger version of X-Men Apocalypse.
From the ashes of their world, we'll build up.
I mean,
shut
the fuck up. Don't you just want to backslap his
We need the Black Cruella de Vil there.
Shut up. If I got you.
Wait, what?
Where you come from? Okay. But yeah, you see that pose right there in every movie. They got these villains who will go out there and they do that Jesus pose with all that dust and CG behind them. And I mean, he's just an apocalypse. She's Apocalypse with tits right now, man. And that's something that I maybe they'll do a better version of X-Men Apocalypse with something like this, but I'm really tired of CG coming in and taking over the potential of something. And I'm not saying this might work out great.
It could.
But it looks like something that's going to be taken over by too much visuals and too much action, spectacle, where you have something good and a lot of good potential there. So anyway, Martin, that's
we can hope.
Oh well, we can hope. Shit, hey, look.
Right now, it's neither thing.
I'll tell you, I hold out hope. I believe in Pussy Cruise. Hey, that's your endorsement right there. It's gonna be horrifying. I guarantee. Please in this fucking movie, but kill me. Oh, let's see what we got here. And that's another thing, man. It's like y'all. Get it right, because they tried a lot of things. I do want to know. I was going to wrap this up, but I do want to know how they're going to bring the other monsters in, since they're playing the horror side of it up. Because some of these will work. I can see them working with the Invisible Man. I could even see it working with the Wolf Man. The Black Lagoon creature. I don't know what the fuck they're going to do with him. He's just going to be another Aquaman or something. And Frankenstein, they already tried different things with him. We had that sexy Frankenstein going on.
That's true.
So and that's the one I'm worried about. What you gonna do with his big ass in this? What can you do different? This time. So
make him a bigger, more. You remember in Van Helsing where they made him bigger and he had electricity going through him all the time?
Yeah.
He was like really a cyborg more than anything else.
Yeah. I say make him transgender. That's different.
Frankenweenie.
Oh, he don't have that no more. They cut that off. He's post-op now.
That's why he's mad.
Frankenweenie-less. But yeah, people, damn, look at them lips on him right there, man. Oh. Gamefly brings to your house, to you, over 8,000 new releases and classics that are available to rent, or you can buy them for almost every system out there, current and some old systems. Like I said, man, I've been trying to put my GameCube back to work for years. Gamefly's giving me an excuse to do that. And you could even try 30 days for free by typing in gameflyoffer.com/double toasted. And when you do that, you'll get 30 days for free of games and movies. Get all those things, all of them at once. Just stay in the house. Don't go nowhere, because they're all going to get brought right to your mailbox. You can also bring the element of surprise every month to your home in the form of a Loot Crate mystery box. In that box, I can't tell you what it is, but I can guarantee you it is the best in geek and gaming gear. Some people say it's like having Comic-Con brought right to your home. You don't have to leave the house for nothing. You're getting all kind of stuff. And everybody likes a little surprise every month, just a little bit. And here's another surprise for you. You know, if you go to our link, trylootcrate.com/double toasted, and you type in bridge 10, that's the word bridge and the number 10, you can get 10% off, a 10% discount on your first crate. How's that for a surprise right there? Loot Crate, bring the mystery and the surprise to your mailbox once a month with Loot Crate. Hey everyone, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to our channel and go over to our home, doubletoasted.com, for more videos and live streams. And remember, stay toasty.